What's going on, guys and girls? It's your boy Bullet Season coming to you with another Madden rebuild. In this rebuild, we're gonna go ahead and be the Houston Texans. They're in a rough spot. It's a rebuild, but they have their stars. Well, star is on the older side, which we're probably gonna trade them in this rebuild, which is I think something they probably should do in real life. You need because if we look, you don't have picks because you traded your picks. So you're really in a tough spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to trade for a lot of picks. I'm gonna hope to get a first in one of these deals. You trade for David Johnson, like oh my gosh, like come on, there's so many. That Hopkins deal, I don't know how you can justify it, but whatever. You have solid receivers, but I feel like you are missing that outside receiver to get separation or make contested catches. We're gonna try to get that in this video. I don't know where we're gonna find it, but we're definitely gonna try to get it. Tight ends aren't necessarily where you want it to be either. Tonsil's fine. You don't have a left guard. Nick Martin, no. Zach Fulton, no. Yeah, so we're gonna try to give Watson some help. We're gonna be an offensive team. We're gonna try to be an offensive team. JJ Watt, like I said, this defense was one of the best for years. It's fallen off, yes, for sure. It's fallen off. Bradley Roby's actually a solid guy. Garyon Conley is a pretty good one as well. Lonnie Johnson's okay. They have people who you can quite possibly build around. Eric Murray, not really it. This is going to be a rough rebuild, but as you've seen, it's it happens. I get into the rough rebuilds. That's what I do. I'm gonna try to do my best. It's definitely not gonna be easy, but hey, it is what it is. What we're gonna do with the depth chart is we're definitely gonna try to get these young guys in. We have to play David Johnson just to justify the trade. He's gonna have to play. I'm gonna put this rookie in the. I'm gonna actually put him as the number one and hope that he gets some good stats. We're gonna go ahead and put this guy in, Waring. The line is gonna be as young as we can get. So Watson's gonna struggle just because this line is not gonna be it. JJ Watt's gonna be here until we probably trade him. Give PJ Hall the D tackle spot. This guy's gonna start there. Greenard. These names are rough, man. No, joking. But ooh. Yeah, oh my goodness, this team. I'm gonna put the rook. I think we had a rookie. Yeah, we're gonna put the rookie Reed in that spot, the slot. Also gonna put AJ Moore there. Slot corner is gonna definitely be, like I said, I don't even see him. I'm having a brain fart here. Or it just won't let me put him there. Oh no, here he is, John Reed, sorry. And we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna advance some of this. What we've normally been doing is we're gonna advance until we get to the scouting portion, import the draft class, and then we're gonna go from there. And that's what I'm talking about. You put a guy in a spot, hopefully he does what he needs to do. I know I'm not what you consider number one receiver, but I really feel like I could be. So hopefully he gets at least 100 yards. That way he gets that depth trait. We're going to negotiate. Let's see who we got here. Will Fuller. 4 years, 51 mil. The cap is going to be a question mark here. I don't know if I want to do that, but we're gonna go ahead. I want to see Brandon Cooks because he could be a trade candidate. 7 mil penalty. What's his contract looking like? Yeah, he's here. He's gonna be here for a while. So I may just keep Cooks and let Fuller walk. I feel like that may be the best course of action. So right now, unfortunately, gonna download the draft class like we always do. We're going back to old reliable. I did a different one last rebuild. This one had a little more hidden development guys, which I feel like is more realistic, because there's a lot of draft classes that have like solid players in real life. So we don't have any top picks, so we're gonna have to hit on all of our mid rounders. We're gonna look at running backs. I'm gonna start all of my scouting around this area because I feel like that's gonna be where most of our picks are, which sucks, but that's what happens when you mortgage your future thinking that you're gonna be good for a while, and clearly not the case. Let's find out if he got it. Gave it nope, he didn't get it. All right. I'm sure he's gonna have another opportunity to get it, so I'm not that worried about him. I think he'll be fine. And looking at these players, I don't think we're gonna re-sign anyone here. Maybe Conley, actually. I take it back. Yeah, maybe Conley wants 4 mil. Well, he wants more than that. We're gonna have to think long and hard about, do we want to bring him back? I may also try to bring back PJ Hall. I feel like he's gonna be a solid contributor for this video, whether they're starting or just being a platoon guy. Everyone else, no. Everyone else is out of here. Someone got injured. Justin Reed. All right, that sucks. That's not ideal. But now is around the time where we're gonna start looking for JJ Watt trades. So should be interesting to see what we get. He is an older guy, but he's still JJ Watt. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. Linebackers look good. Well, outside look decent anyway. Middle linebackers are always hard to find in the rebuilds. Got Rump there. This guy, but he's a 6. I remember some of these names from other vids, so I'm not just gonna keep like getting those guys knowing like, this guy's this dev, this guy's this dev. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pick some different guys. So I know you guys looking at the video like, you're just gonna pick the same guys. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I upped the sliders XP just a little bit, because I looked around the league last rebuild and a lot of quarterbacks didn't progress. So a lot of young guys didn't progress, and they should have. So I feel like that doesn't make sense for them not to progress. All right, the best I can do is 5 mil for you, man. All right, I was about to say, if you don't want that, then we're gonna have to probably say bye, because you aren't good enough to warrant all of that. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna look into trades right now for JJ Watt. He's been Superman for this franchise. By far the best player in Texans history. but I feel like it's needed to trade him. So that probably means I can look. I don't even know if I want to look necessarily for a draft pick, but that may be what ultimately has to happen. So we're gonna try to see if we can get a 1 and a 2 from the Browns. And no, what about just a 1? And no, like, all right. So we're gonna have to add something. I don't want to add Merciless because of the cap penalty. Could offer Dylan Cole. We'll see if they want to do that. Since it is Cole, I'm gonna see if we can add a third to that. This is actually a doable trade. I feel like if I add something like, let's just say, a 4th here. No, they won't. All right, so we're just gonna do this. I know I know Texans fans, but I feel like it's needed to get to recoup that draft capital that we're gonna try to trade Fuller as well, because he's not gonna return. We don't want him to return anyway, just because just about every team wants him, but I'm gonna try to go as realistic as possible. I say a team that's receiver needy, a team like the Niners, would they do a 1st and a 4th? I feel like possibly, which is close. So what we're also gonna do is add a player. Brandon Dunn may get it done. That was good, but no, I'm sorry for saying that. That was pretty lame. Hargraves, I think, would do it for sure. No, it's actually rare. They're not interested in him. Oh, it went up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is add a pick right about here, which will probably get it done. The value isn't like the greatest, but like I said, we need to rebuild. We need it. So getting 2 first, we got that done. We're sitting pretty. Browns could be good, it could be bad. Trade a guy like Duke Johnson. I feel like someone would want him. I'm gonna try to trade him to a playoff caliber team that's actually willing to give up a pick. Rams doesn't make sense. Football team doesn't make sense. Bears, no. Cardinals, no. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I can't trade this guy because there's not a lot of teams that need a running back, really. The Eagles, maybe, just because like they use a lot of guys. So possibly, let's say, give us a 3rd and he's yours. All right, so we got that trade done as well. So as far as this, we got a 1st, 2 first, got 2 thirds, 3 fourths. So we're sitting in a decent spot, I feel like. And also we're gonna trade Kenny Stills. The Jets, they wouldn't offer anything, I feel like. The Patriots possibly, because they need someone. So let's say I was gonna look at a running back. I thought they had JJ Taylor, but I guess he's on the practice squad. But I'm not gonna look for him really. A guy I feel like they could possibly trade that makes sense. Actually, I'm not even sure I would want him at this point. Yeah, no. It's tough. So I don't want to just stack up on all picks because I do feel like that doesn't make sense for me to do that. So what I'm going to try to do is get a guy like Dietrich Wise. And they do that because I mean, I feel like that makes the most sense. And then we're gonna go ahead and kick Wise over. Actually, gonna start Wise. I'm gonna start Wise here. Actually, no. Yeah, we're gonna keep him at the right. We're gonna keep him at the right. And we're gonna do it that way. I think that's enough trades for the year. We also need to re-sign Wise. I didn't think about that. I should have thought about it because we had him in the last Patriots rebuild. I'm gonna re-sign him. He wants a little bit more. There's a lot of money for these guys. I'm kind of annoyed that they want this much. But yeah, we're gonna keep the scouting going, and with the theme I said of we're gonna build the offense up to the best of their abilities. So that means we're going all here. Could also go linemen, which we're gonna look at online as well. And hopefully the defense progress on their own. That way we don't have to spend premium picks on defense. Which hopefully the thought process is do what the Chiefs did. You build your offense from free agent, not from the draft. You build your defense from free agency, sprinkled in with the defensive guys you draft. So offense is gonna be strictly draft. Unless I see a guy that I can't pass up on, which usually doesn't happen that often. Unless it's a quarterback, which you saw what happened last time I went after a quarterback. I got burned. I got burned. So that's the best I can do for you. All right, I was about to say, if you want anything more, you would have had to let you walk, which I should have waited anyway, because I don't know how productive he's going to be. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and sim to the playoffs, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so I don't think we had a great season. Whoa, we actually gave the Dolphins a really good pick. I felt like we were better than a 2-win team, but maybe not. Okay, so we're gonna fire Bill O'Brien. We're gonna keep. I guess we're gonna keep these guys. We don't have a choice, but Bill O'Brien had to go. He just didn't. He didn't cut it. Deshaun Watson, 4,000 yards. He's had a good statistical yard season. Touchdown to pick ratio was not good at all. 60% completion. Yeah, I mean it's what you expect. David Johnson, come on, man. Randall Cobb actually had a solid season. Coulter had a solid season. Okay. Old lineman, no sir. We're not good. Deidre Wise, 3.5. Okay. And also, obviously, you're not going to have a lot of picks from the corners, which we've talked about. Which I don't get. But whatever. We're going to go ahead and keep advancing until we get to a point where we can sign a coach, which is right here. Hopefully we see a good one. I try to get guys who are like real coaches. Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson is very interesting. Doug Peterson. Yeah, we're gonna attempt to bring in Doug Peterson. It would make us change to a 4-3, but I feel like the offense, Deshaun Watson would succeed in that offense. So we bring in Doug Peterson. So that flips the team to a 4-3. And I'm going to go ahead and go through all the positions that probably would need to be switched. Whitney Merciless would be kicked on over to end. He also is also a trade candidate now that the penalty has dropped on him, and we'd be saving some money. He may actually be good enough to keep. It depends on how he. He's gone. He's gone. Dedrick Wise, I want to keep there. Hall, I'm going to kick over to D tackle. Yeah, I feel like that's the best move. Yeah, it's the best move for him. Ross Blacklock, sorry. We're also going to kick him on over to D tackle as well. So basically, I feel a little bit better that they're in the spots that they are actually probably better at. Yeah. It sucks that these guys got so much money because they looked promising in the beginning of the careers. It's Cunningham and McKinney, but they have fallen off as far as what Texans fans thought they would end up being. McKinney's actually not that bad, so I'm not that angry about keeping him around. And yeah, this team needs a lot of work. A lot of work. So we got Chiefs Cowboys. Like, Cowboys fans will be happy about that. It's surprising that they made it that far. We're going to go ahead and send them to the offseason. I'm going to go Chiefs 34, Cowboys 17. That's my prediction. 37-34. Okay. That's... Cowboys win a Super Bowl. I mean, all right. We're gonna negotiate, or at least look at who we can bring back. I'm gonna say no to PJ Hall. I'm gonna actually say no to everyone here. And we're gonna advance to free agency. And hopefully there's some guys we can. JC Jackson, that's someone you rarely see. No, doesn't look like we're gonna bring in a receiver. There isn't a guy we'd be like, okay, we definitely need him. There's not a guy like that here. Jonnu Smith is someone I really, you know what? Yeah. I feel like Jonnu Smith would succeed heavily in this offense. There isn't any old lineman that, like a young one, we can possibly build. No, doesn't look like it. That's unfortunate. Defense doesn't look like anyone that I'm looking at Hendrickson or Tack. I'm leaning towards Hendrickson. He wants $8 million though. That's kind of rich. I say if we go 8, we might as well try to get Tack, and I'll come back to Tack to see if we bring him in. Okay. Anyone else that's interesting to me? I don't know who this guy is, but he's star. 23 years old, and he can cover. He'd be a perfect left outside linebacker for these guys. So yeah, someone I'm also interested in. JC Jackson, I I would love to bring JC Jackson in. Marcus Williams also someone that's interesting. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm happy with whatever. I'm happy with this. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can clear a little bit more cap, cutting some guys, and then I feel like we can go from there. Yeah, Whitney Merciless he's cut. Nick Martin is gone. Luckily, we have a lot of guys that seem like we can cut. Zach Fulton, you can get up out of here too. Brandon Dunn. So, according to this, we've cleared a decent amount of money. I feel like we should make probably one more splash. Not for an old guy, but I want to make one more splash for just between JC Jackson. I feel like JC Jackson would be a guy who's gonna be a nice addition to the team. We could also go Keanu Neal instead and kick Reed over to free safety, which is actually, it might be the better move. Yeah, and now we're just gonna look. Actually, wait. Yeah, kicker's fine. We're gonna up the money just a little bit for tack. Same for Janu. Hopefully everyone signs, because sometimes I always miss out on one or two people and it's so annoying. Janu, we got everyone but Tack. The most important one I felt like we didn't get, which is, it happens. It definitely happens. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give Richard Sherman a 1-year deal, just to give our money to someone, because I feel like he's definitely worth it, because he can groom. We got some young guys there we can groom. Bradley Roby's not a young guy, but I feel like he can definitely help this team out, like a Tyrann Mathieu type of impact on the defense. And now you're looking at, let's see what we're looking at right now, since we are, like I said, we are a 4-3 team now. You got to start looking at linemen. We need basically every position but left tackle. It's not a good spot to be in, but I feel like, you know, it had to be done. As far as these players, those players that we traded, they had to be traded. Let's just be honest. So we're gonna go ahead and advance. We got Sherman, so Sherman's gonna be that guy who's hopefully has one more Pro Bowl season in him. And if he plays well, they bring him back. Who knows? It's all about the team success. It's all about how far he drops as well. And I think that's gonna be it as far as me looking at any free agents that makes sense anyway. I just don't think it makes sense for me to spend all of our money this season. I feel like I got a decent amount of running backs scouted. Receivers, I'm not quite as confident. Hopefully we find some late round guys. So far I don't see many. This guy is someone, I mean, he's a 4th round talent. So it's not like he's a gem. I'm pretty happy though. Like, as far as I feel like I did the best I could in this first season with what we had. And the picks we have aren't great. I hope the Dolphins don't get Trevor Lawrence. And finally, the Dolphins have both of our picks. Forgot about that. And for the first time, I think, in a while, Trevor Lawrence didn't get a pick first because the team didn't need a quarterback. The Eagles get Trevor Lawrence. I don't know about that, but whatever. That's up to you guys. But this hampers us significantly as far as linemen. We may have to reach for a Deontay Brown, Wyatt Davis, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick them because I just don't. Hidden talent, you love to see it. I feel like we're in a tough spot because I didn't expect it to be that bad of picks. We need a big guy, but we're not gonna go after Waddle because I don't feel like he has number 1 potential. As far as linemen, like I said, we're gonna go after this guy, Deontay Brown. Normal, but I mean, this is gonna be the tough route when it comes to finding guys, simply because a lot of these guys aren't scouted. So I'm flying blind here. I really need a coach with the scouting boost, extra scout points. Still going offense. We're still looking at guys who we feel like we can pick up. So 3rd rounders, any receiver who I would want to spend a pick on in this round. Anyone that this guy is intriguing. Very intriguing. Running backs, any running backs that I would be interested in. This guy is an elusive back. All these guys are elusive backs. He doesn't do anything great. We're gonna go O-lineman again just because they're needed. So Jack Anderson's another guy, hidden development. So all these guys are day 1 starters as well. So we're gonna go one more lineman, and I feel like, wait, maybe not, because this guy, I picked him already in one of the last rebuilds, so I'm not gonna keep picking him. We're gonna pick up Calvin Ashley. Yeah, we're gonna pick him up. Another hidden. So our line now, I feel, should be all right. They all can build and learn around each other. This one we're gonna go look at running backs. Hopefully one of those guys I was looking at is still there. Elijah Mitchell is definitely someone I think will be a steal. Hidden development, definitely a steal. Yeah, he's definitely going to be the day 1 starter as well. We're going to have David Johnson as our 3rd down back, possibly, maybe not even playing. Seth Williams is still here, and he's someone who I think he has potential to be a number 1. 69 overall, nice. But he's definitely someone who we're gonna have to look at and hope that he turns into what we hope for him. And with this one, kind of have to go I think we have to. Yeah, we're gonna just look at defense and hope we hit on something. $65 overall, not terrible for a shot in the dark, basically. I'm gonna go one more lineman. Just I feel like you can't have enough. Who is the question? That's the bigger question. And I'm gonna go ahead and just say him. 64 overall. Not the greatest. Not the greatest at all, but that's the hand that was dealt. Alright, so now I feel comfortable just drafting whoever is the best available. Elijah Hicks, maybe, quite possibly. I already picked him in a draft, I believe. I'm not gonna avoid everybody that I picked in the draft just cause. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this guy up. Rayshard Ashby, 65 overall. And I mean, a guy who's projected 3rd round still here. That's not a very good pick. Wasn't really needed, but I went best available. And since we don't have any more picks, I'm gonna just go ahead and go. Has to be a good one. What does my gut say? Does my gut say anything good about these guys? Oh man, no scouting. This hurts, not being able to see anything. I want to pick a scheme fit, but all the scheme fits don't look that great as far as combine grades. So we're just gonna go this guy. 64. I mean, it's not terrible. So we're at a spot where if a few things go our way, I feel like we could be possibly Super Bowl, or not, oh my God, not Super Bowl, but playoff bound. But everything would have to go our way, and that's pretty tough, especially when you're talking about football and Madden. And yeah, so I want to thank everybody who's in this first season. We didn't do what I didn't know we were gonna go 2-14. Didn't know we were that bad. But I want to thank everybody who's in this vid, who enjoyed it. Even if you didn't, I'm glad you stopped in. And as always, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies, I'm bully season. And I'm out.